Okay, I think we're ready to get started. It's 9:30 and we've got several folks here on the phone. Just waiting a couple more signing in. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Urban Expositions, welcome to this webinar. My name is Pat and I'm one of your customer service representatives from Segmark Solutions. We're here today to tell you about a great marketing opportunity brought to you by Urban Expositions. First, a few housekeeping notes. I want to let you know that we are recording today's webinar. Upon request, you will be able to receive an email with a link to today's recording. The link will also be posted on the exhibitor portion of the show's website. If you are having difficulty hearing us today and are listening through your computer, please check that your speaker volume is turned up. If you're still having problems hearing through your computer, please consider dialing in through the conference call line. The dial-in information was included in the link that was sent to you inviting you to today's webinar. Please feel free to ask questions throughout the webinar using the questions box located to the right side of your screen on the control panel. We will respond to questions throughout the presentation, but we've also designated time for Q&A at the end as well. Today we have Joe Watson of Segmark Solutions who will provide us with an explanation of the types of invitations and walk us through the steps in how to use them and how to order them. Once we complete this, Joe will follow up with your Q&As. But before I turn things over to Joe, let me introduce the Customer Invitation Program. Philadelphia Gift Show's Customer Invitation Program is part of the standard promotional package that is provided to all of our exhibitors. While we already do an enormous amount of attendee marketing, the Customer Invitation Program is an excellent way to ensure that the customers and prospects that you know receive an invitation from you to attend the show. This is a great way to market and promote your business, including your location and booth number at the show. There is also a bonus incentive in using this new complimentary program. By using this program, you can earn $25 for each new retail company that registers and verifies on site. This incentive applies for each new retail company or returning company that has not attended the Philadelphia Gift Show in the past 2 years. In the event of multiple registrations, only the first exhibitor with registration through their Evite or web banner will be awarded the $25. There are 2 online components to this program, free customized web buttons and customized email invitations. There are 2 size options for the customized web buttons, and you're more than welcome to order both. For the email invitation, you also have several options. Both of these components are very easy to order, and the process is extremely user-friendly. And now I would like to introduce Joe Watson, who will begin with the customized web buttons and walk us through the program. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Pat, and welcome to everyone that's listening in today. Again, as Pat mentioned, there is no charge to use this program. You could use it as much as you like, and this is included in your standard promotion package. So again, there is absolutely no charge for this. As Pat said, we have a couple of different options here. We have a web button right here, or a web banner, and an Evite. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to start with the web buttons, and we're just going to switch screens here for a moment. This is the show's landing page, and this is where you would go to place your order. The URL is www.philadelphiagiftshowinvites.com, and this is right where it'll bring you. Once you're on this page, you can order the email invitation, or you can order the web buttons, and we're going to start with the web buttons. So all you would simply do is click. You're brought to the ordering page. There are 2 buttons that are offered. The first one is 200 by 200. It's right here, the square one. The second one right here is 400 by 400. We use this one for social media. It's the perfect size for your Facebook page. As you can see, both of the buttons will have your booth number displayed right here. In order to order the buttons, we're just going to scroll down a little bit. You can order one button, or you can order both buttons. It's absolutely not a problem. And again, please don't forget, this is included in your standard promotional package, so there's no charge to use this. So we're going to order 2 buttons, and you simply go down here In this little box, you just put your booth number, your name, your company name, email address here, and your phone number. And that's it. Then you just scroll down, hit your submit key, and then your order will come to us. Now, what I want to do is we're going to switch screens. And I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that you can use your buttons. So once again, we have the two different buttons here, 400 by 400, 200 by 200. Once you submit your form, it comes to us. We will personalize each button with your booth number. And then you're going to receive an email that looks just like this. It'll have your name up here. It'll give you some really simple instructions. Again, please don't forget, everyone that registers for this show and attends the show, you will receive $25 if they have not attended in the past 2 years. So once again, you ordered your buttons. We process them. We'll send them back to you. And this link right here in the second paragraph, this is a very important link. That's what brings all of your visitors and your guests to the show's registration page. I'm going to show you how that works. I'm just going to simply click it. And as you can see, it has brought us right to the show's registration page, and your visitors would just start filling out the information and follow the process. Once they do that, their registration is complete, and badges will be mailed to them. I'm going to mention this a couple of times during the webinar, that when you receive the buttons, you absolutely have to be sure to link it or link the buttons to this link. Now here's a couple of different ways that you can use the web buttons. We've put together a sample e-newsletter. Possibly your company has an e-newsletter. And if it does, sorry, I had to move something on my screen. If your company does have an e-newsletter, you can use this in a couple different ways. The first one would be by putting the actual button into your website, as we have right here. My apologies, I did say e-newsletter. That's going to be next down. I just jumped the gun a little bit. So this is a company website. You can place your button any place you like. If you have a specific page for your presence at the Philadelphia Gift Show, you can put it on that page. You can also place it on your home page. But you do have to be sure when you do that, please be sure to link it to this link right here. By doing that, when someone clicks on it, as you can see, it brings them right to the show's registration page. If you don't have enough space and you do need a custom button, by all means, you could just let us know, and we'll see if we can accommodate you with a little smaller button. But the 200 by 200 is just a very nice size, and it fits pretty well on most websites. Now, another way you can use this is in an email signature. Again, same thing. You can take this button, you can place it in your email signature, and then just simply put click here. The click here, once again, is linking back to the second paragraph of the email we sent to you. That's the registration link. And again, just by clicking it, you'll see that you go right to the show's registration page. Another way we can use this is in a company newsletter. Very much like the website, you can place the button itself any place you like into the newsletter. If you don't have enough room to put the button, you could do something like this. Visit us here, as you see when I scroll over it. And if we were to click on it, we would go right to the show's registration page. You could put click here to register. So there's really a variety of ways that you can use the web button. Again, you can use it on the company website, on your company website. You can use it in email signatures, and you could use it in your e-newsletter if your company does have one. And again, the web buttons are very, very easy. You know, as you saw a few moments ago, it just takes 30 seconds or less to place the order. We process them, and then we will send it back to you. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to talk about the email invitations a little bit. And by doing that, we're going to go back to our show ordering page. Now that you've placed your order for your web buttons or web banners, and it's time to order your company eVites, you just simply go over, scroll over it, click it. You'll see here that you have 3 different templates you can choose from. The first one has one area right here for you to upload an image. The second one, right here, you have 2 images, and you can see each one is laid out a little bit differently. This one here is a little, it's a little text heavy. It gives you more opportunity to put some more information about your company. This one here, you have 2 photos and a little less room. And over here, we actually have one that has 3 photos. If you do choose any of these templates, what we are really encouraging all exhibitors to do, as the show is not until January, we're still, over 2 months away, is to use this program early. What we've seen in the past, many exhibitors have ordered their eVite invitations, and they'll give us a list to deploy it for them, but they're doing it, just a few days before the show. So please understand, you can place an order now, and you can place another order as you get closer to the show, and you can even choose different templates. So if you wanted to send out an email invitation, say right after Thanksgiving or maybe just before Thanksgiving, and you wanted to use this template, you simply would just click it. You'll see the red checkbox, and you get a little larger view of what it looks like, and then you would place your order. I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment. But the point I'm making here is you can use template 1 now, template 2 in a month, and template 3 a week or so before the show. So again, you are not limited to only using one template, and again, you can use the email portion as well as the web buttons. So for our demo, I'm just going to click number 2, and as you can see, this screen changed. It's a little bit larger now, so we can get a little better look at it. Your company name appears here, your booth number right here. Visit our website. That would be your company website. That's information that you give us, and when your visitor clicks on it, it brings them to your website. And then we have heading 1 with 2 paragraph options, heading 2, and a spot for 2 images to be uploaded. Now, when you're filling out, and we're going to get to that in just a moment, when you're filling out your form, if you don't have enough information for heading 2, or you don't have a heading 2, that's not a problem. You don't have to use it. It's just there if you would like to use it. So we're going to scroll down a little bit right now, and this is the order form. You would fill in your company name, your booth number, your company website, and when you put in your company website, it's just www. and your website. The HTTP is not necessary. Heading 1 would go right here. Paragraph 1 is here. Paragraph 2 is here. Now, if you just look over to the right, you'll see where we're suggesting 140 characters per paragraph. You do not have to count the characters. That's only a suggestion on our part. With email marketing, less is more. Generally, the emails that are very, very heavy with copy, generally they're not read. So, because this is, the gift industry, that's why, show management has had us put together, different templates like this, because so many of the exhibitors out there have multiple products, and this gives you a real opportunity to, to show, some of your new products and some current products that you're going to, have at the show. So again, the 140 characters right here, that's only a suggestion. You do not have to count characters, but once again, less is more. So after you've put in heading 1 here, and you put some information in paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, you simply go down to heading 2 and repeat the process. As I mentioned earlier, if you don't have any copy for heading 2, you don't have to put it. It's not a problem. There's not going to be a big gap there. It'll look just fine. Then you just simply scroll down, and because we chose a template that has 2 images for uploading, you would just click the Browse button. You would browse out to your computer, get your images, and they would be sent to us. And it's just like uploading an image in your email. Again, I just want to go over here to the right. We do have some information for you. We suggest that your images are 250 by 200 pixels and 72 DPI. Again, if you're having any problems with the sizing of your images, please don't worry about that. Just send them to us, upload it. We have to resize most of the images that are sent to us, and that's something that we'll be more than happy to do for you. Moving down here, it's an opt-out email. That would be the person within your organization that manages your list. So if someone didn't want to be removed from your list, they would get notification and that individual could be removed. Moving down here, right here we have an option. If you leave the little check in the box checked, you would then go to your computer, you would browse, you would upload an Excel list that you would like us to deploy for you. And again, when you do the Excel list, it's only email addresses. We don't need any addresses or individuals' names. It's just an email address. Right here, you would put in a reply to email. Again, this should be someone within your company that could answer any questions about any of your products or services. And the next box down is the deployment date. Now, in this box here, you can put a deployment date or dates. Once again, we really encourage you to use this program early. Let everyone know that you're going to be at the show, and then you can send out some future reminders. We've had many exhibitors that have already placed orders, and they already have an email scheduled for December, and then they have another one scheduled about a week before the show in January. So again, this program is here for you to use, and please don't forget it is included in your standard promotional package. Let's talk about the security and everything of your email list. We absolutely do not share lists with anyone. We do not share lists with show management. When we send out the eVites, they are sent out on your behalf. Your company name appears in the from. If you want us to send it out, and the reply to email, again, it's your reply email. The subject line generally would have your company name, and then it would be followed by this line right here: invite you to attend the Philadelphia Gift Show. So again, this comes out, when we send out on your behalf, it is 100% from you. And I just want to reinforce, as we get many questions with regards to the security of the list, we absolutely do not share your lists with anyone. They're not sold. Once your last deployment goes out, your lists are removed from our servers. So if you do not want us to deploy for you, you simply uncheck the box. You do not have to fill in any of this information. And down here, you would just give us your name, your company, your email, and your phone number. Now, when you do place an order, if you have any questions, you will see right here, this is our customer service number. We have representatives available to speak with you from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes the lines do get busy. If you do get a recording, by all means, just leave us a voicemail and someone will respond to you promptly. Or you can simply go right here and you can send us an email to orders@urbanexpoinvitations.com, and someone will be very happy to respond to you. One other thing I just want to mention here is we do have a limit. We can send up to 10 1,000 emails out for you. If you have a list that's larger, please give us a call and we'll contact show management on your behalf to see if we can deploy for you. So what I want to do now is go back to our PDF. We've just gone over how to order the eBite, and I just want to show you again the simple process. Once you place your order, we will resize your photos, and if necessary, we'll make sure that everything is laid out properly. Many exhibitors put some bullets in there and some bolding. We make sure all of that is happening for you. And then what we'll do is we'll send you back an email. It looks very much like this. When you receive your email, you will click this link right here. Again, by doing that, it'll show you your built email. You'll have an opportunity to look at it, to view it, to read it. If for any reasons at all you wanted to change one of the images, you would simply just send us an email. You could just reply to the email we send you, attach a new image, and just let customer service know that the new image is replacing the bottom left. If you had some copy in here that you would like changed, by all means, just give us a call or send us an email, reach out to us, and we'll be happy to make the changes for you, and we will send you a new link. Now, if you do not give us a list to upload, we'll be more than happy to give you the HTML code so you can load it into maybe some software that you presently have a license with, Constant Contact, MailChimp, one of those standard packages. When we do send you the link or your email and you click on the link, you can extract your code from there, but if you're having problems, please just reach out to us in customer service. We'll be more than happy to copy your code for you. It'll look something like this. We'll put it in a little text document, and we'll send it right back to you. Now, if you are deploying yourself, we strongly encourage to send yourself a test first. We have seen occasionally that, Constant Contact and some of the others, the registration link breaks or the link to your company website breaks. If that does happen, that's one of the few things, unfortunately, that we are unable to help you with. So you would have to call your provider, and they will be able to help you, because I know that's happened to a couple of exhibitors. In some of the gift shows, they've reached out to their providers, and their providers were able to help them out. I do see that we have a few questions here, so I'm going to let Pat jump in here for a moment.
Yep. One of the questions here is what is the accepted file format for uploading a list? And again, Joe said that that's a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. And again, just to confirm, we just need the email addresses, so just one column just of the email addresses, and again, it's an Excel spreadsheet. So that's basically what we need for the list deployment. Another question that kind of correlates to this is, can they upload a logo versus a product image? Most definitely. Logos are fully acceptable, your company logo, and that works great if you want to do a product image and a company logo, or a lot of exhibitors will use the 3-photo format with their logo in the top right and then have 2 product images at the bottom. A couple of other questions here is in regards to the web banner link with the web button, do they have to use that? Joe, why don't you explain about the coding in that link?
Yes, let's go back up here. So once again, once you place your order for your web banner or web banners, you will receive an email that looks exactly like this. This link right here. We get many calls on this, and that's fine. This link right here has to be linked to the web button or web banner. So once you place this on your company website, your webmaster, when they see this, when he or she sees it, they'll know exactly what to do. They just have to hyperlink this behind the scenes, because this is what brings everyone to the show. And while I'm talking about that, I do see one other question that popped in. Let me just read it here on the screen. We have an exhibitor that's asking how do you know who is registered on my behalf by using either the web button or the eVite? Okay, that's a great question. See this code right here? Each exhibitor has a unique code. So what happens at the end of the show, show management will be able to download lists. They go through a duping process, and they'll know that everyone that registered using WB1 is a specific exhibitor, and the codes are different for every exhibitor, and they're also different for from the eVite to the web button. So that's how that is monitored.
And that's one of the reasons why we say make sure you use this link specifically with the web banners. You don't have to worry about coding within the email invitations because we actually do all of that coding for you. So I have two more questions here. One is in regards to the security of the uploaded list. Do you want to just address that if someone really has an issue with security of their list?
Sure. Again, that's for the email. That's right on the email order site. And again, we truly respect that the list that you're giving us are your lists. We absolutely do not share the list with anyone. They are not shared with show management. They are never sold. Once we deploy for you, your list is destroyed. If your company has a release form that you would like us to sign, by all means, you could send it right here to orders@urbanexpoinvitations.com. We will gladly sign it and return it to you.
The last question I have here is in regards to the contact information. The contact information that you fill out at the bottom of both of these order forms is strictly for our use. None of that information actually goes on to either the web banners or the actual eVites, unless you designate that information up above. But the contact information for both of these programs is strictly for us to use here in customer service so that we can get in touch with you if we have any questions or an image doesn't upload or something along those lines. That's strictly for our use only. I don't see any other questions coming in here, Joe, and I think you've addressed everything.
Yeah, I just want to mention I saw that we had a couple of exhibitors log in midway through. Again, once this webinar is over, we will provide a link to show management, and they will post it to the Philadelphia Gift Shows exhibitor website. So you will be able to view the entire webinar, at your leisure when you have some time. And again, that's for a couple. I see we had seven or eight exhibitors that logged in midway through our webinar. So again, this webinar will be available probably within 48 hours on the show's exhibitor portion of the website. I do not see any other questions. So by all means, if there are some other questions, if you think of some questions a little later on, you could always reach out to us at 203-563-9212, or you can always send us an email, orders@urbanexpoinvitations.com. I think we're all set. So I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season, and look forward to seeing everyone in Philadelphia in January. Thanks very much, and have a great day.